Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, Mayor? What's up, Andreas? What's up, Levi? What's up, Waylon? What's up, Court? It's going pretty good, man. Yo, what's up, Zoe? What's up, Ben? What's up, Griff? What's up, Potato? I did, man. That was a while ago, though, wasn't it? It was a few weeks now. What's up, Thrill? I just set the time completely wrong. I do it. It's probably not the greatest, Waylon. I mean, my last one was like 570. It's probably one of my worst ones, but I don't know, my diamond rate's a little bit better now than it was before, because I ended up killing off the twos and like a few of the small, like, bigger looking ones in the main zones. I didn't like go around the map and reset up and take out every single bigger looking one. But like the ones that were like bigger looking in my main zones, I shot most of them down. I think there's still a couple, but I don't really think my diamond rate, if I make it any better, I don't think the great ones will get any better. I did shoot the level 5 Pine Mark. I did. 2 days ago. Like 1 in 6, maybe? It might have been a diamond, it might not have been a diamond. The world will never know. And I'm running into a stick. Yeah, I saw that, Thrill. I think they're just posting random shit instead of, you know, fixing the game. Muley, I shoot... Well, I actually upped the amount I shoot when I started grinding them, like, consistently on stream. I think between, like, 16 and 18 now. Well, I actually should get a Cluster X. My last one was a drop tine, and those are pretty rare for most people, let alone me. So it'll probably be a big rack or a cluster. I hope I don't get respawn issues. It's been really consistent, except for one time I literally had one buck respawn in like 30 minutes. If I spawn a typical, it would be funny because I wouldn't be very happy. Because I need the 50-50. I'll take any of the 3 50-50s I'm missing. Nice, Turbo. Let's go, dude. Yeah, the drop time is what my second one, but that was without HM. With HM, I rarely seem to get it. It was also really wonky. Like, it was way bigger. It was like almost 20 scoring higher than my other drop time. Like, my other drop time's like 404, and this one's like 420. Like, huge. Yeah, I love the typical moose. It just takes... They're really rare, it seems. I only had like 3. So, and my most recent one was the typical. I only had 2 before that. What's up, Gunsmoke? The pheasant grind is pretty easy to set up. One of the easier ones for sure. Uh, 40 potato. The 40 exactly, I believe, is the smallest they are. I don't even like... I mean, this guy's broadside, so I shouldn't have the right gun. Like, I've been shooting all the big racks with the wrong gun, and like I've gotten like 3 max scores, but I already have like 5 taxed. Like, I don't even tax once I messed up. I shoot the basket racks with this gun, so I want to get a like the max scoring one. I don't know what the max possible score is. Oh, speaking of, that guy was max, by the way. Well, I mean, I'll save him just in case, but it's like ever since I like fixed my HM, they're not rare at all. It's like I've probably gotten like 15 of them so far. That sucks, Mayor. Oh, then I have a max for basket, Levi, because I that's what I was telling. I listened Kraken because he seems to know a lot about that. So I got one yesterday that was 271.66, but I swear I've got them into the 272s. What's up, shotgun? Yeah, if that's max, then I have one that's max. What's up, Hunty? He just didn't flee. Actually got 4. Basically the same. I'm just killing some whitetail. Yes, Ben. My moose are very weird. Also, somebody asked how many moose I had earlier. I didn't see. I wasn't able to respond to that question right away. But I have 26 Great One moose. And only 3 typicals. Yeah, I only have level 1s now. I think I had like 7 or 8 level 2s that I went around and killed, and I killed a few of the ones in like these zones, because I had a bunch of bigger looking ones. I feel like I only have 1 or 2 big looking ones left. On these zones. Obviously, I didn't go to every single zone and shoot them down to spike level 1, so that would take fucking years. I could do that, but I don't think it would be that much better, because I feel like my diamond rate's like, I haven't counted it, but just looking, it seems like it's like close to fallow. It's probably like 1 in 4. Which, that should make it, and that obviously will make it. Yeah, like I had a bunch that looked like where is he at? I have one, that guy, right? And I shot most of them, and now most of them look like one of these guys, but I still have a few that look like that. But I don't think I can go kill them all. I feel like that would take forever. That's a basket rack. I kind of want to shoot it with the right gun, but if I have a max score one, there's no point. I had to be really careful, dude. I almost killed a doe yesterday by accident when I alt F4'd the game in time. Yeah, I believe I got all 4 of those. It's probably not 1 in 4. It's probably like 1 in 5 or 1 in 6. But some rotations are really crazy, and I'll get like 10 plus diamonds. But then other rotations, I'll get 0. Probably not, man. That's probably a bad sign, actually. Wow, really? That's a lot of rare shotgun. It sucks that it was a super troll, though. Sorry about that. You probably have a lot of ones like the guy I was just showing, like I don't know what you call him. But like those level 1s don't seem to help too much, because when I killed most of mine in my main zones off, just that alone increased the diamond rate a lot. Some people think that the lower spawn, like bad spawns, means the great one's coming. I've had that happen to me, but it's like 1 or 2 rotations. How many do you shoot, Buck? Yeah, I'll show him next rotation. 25? I mean, if I get perfect respawns, I shoot 25 exactly as well, so I don't think that's the issue. I don't know, maybe you have like a... You don't have that many spike level ones, but I feel like the level ones have like 2 things they can be. They can be like the big level ones, the spike level ones, or like the really spiky level ones, but I don't have many of the really spiky level ones. They seem pretty hard to get. That guy is like the level ones that I killed. Like, I want most of mine... I don't think the other ones are going to be here, but yeah, I don't have any like the really spiky looking level ones. Like, there's a few different variants of them. If you see them next to each other, you'll know. It's like the really, really tiny one. I only have like maybe 5. And honestly, it didn't even take that long to shoot down those ones because they were in main zone. So I just shot them down as I was doing my Great One grind, and like it took like 570 kills. So maybe like 500 total to shoot down like 10 of them. But I got like a super spike level 1 to spawn in like my main zone the other day. So it still happens. No, I think you can kill females. Most people on the boar grind do that. Yeah, I try to get most of mine down to spikes, so like if one spawns, I at least like have a decent idea of what it is. I mean, I guess the best thing I could recommend is go around and like shoot down all the non-minimum weight estimate ones. I feel like I have 95% of my ones are probably minimum weights. Not minimum weight, but like minimum weight estimates. Yeah, it should, Buck, but I've noticed whenever I stack great ones, it doesn't help that much either. The pheasant one kind of did, but that was about it. But I feel like pheasants are actually pretty easy to shoot down. You get level 1s quite fast for them. It's just finding them is really hard. This is the zone I nearly shot a doe at because one like teleported when I went to shoot, bro. Yeah, well, if I got big rack diamonds when I was like doing the rotations, I just left them. But any of the diamonds I just shot. Yo, what's up, Jacob? Nice, Snowbell. What do you get, bro? It's awesome, Jacob. I see a lot of people HMing Fox right now. Blade Mocha. Ooh, that's a good one, dude. It's a very good one. I think I take so long to flee, bro. I didn't count the last one, did I? I feel like Unsolved in 4s might be a little too big, but it depends on what you're going for. Like, I have mostly like 3s. I have a few 1s and a few 2s, but my diamond rate's probably like 1 in 6. But I'm also thinking about going to only 2s, but I don't know if it's actually worth it. Did I claim all those? Blade Mocha is awesome though. What do I gotta do with the Pine Martin? I don't know. It's kind of just chilling. How do you like that multi-mount he's in though? What do you think's better, the Piebald Mink or the Mela Mink? I feel like fours would be fine on the new map because there's a lot of them. The problem with Sauls is there's so little of them, like foxes, that you have to get them really low to like outweigh the ones on the island. Oh shit, I got 3 here, dude. What? Yeah, that's why I was thinking. Really, shotgun? I like the Blade Mocha. A lot of people really like it. I think I counted and I had 32, but I shot a few out of the zones, so I'd probably say like either 35 or 40. Because I feel like 32 is like too much of a random number. Yeah, if I had to guess, it'd be like 35 males or 40 males. 40 males seems like too many though, so my guess would be 35. You just have to like count all yours and find out. Oh, shot a tree. Shot the water. I don't know, Zoe. You made most of them already. Maybe the Dawnbreak? That's probably too many, Clark, to be honest. Because you can't have too many or your HM won't be that good and they'll jump more. Because if you have like 10 male foxes on the island, that's like a third of your total foxes. That would be like grinding 60 whitetail. It's like your HM would be so bad. I know you made the twin soul in the hollow. You couldn't make some of the other ones because of the... I guess the grave hide is probably like the best. Then like you couldn't make the ones with the scars because you don't have like the tools to do that. I did 5 when I did no HM, and I felt like the spawns were consistent. It was a little bit slow, but like foxes in general are slow. So like I feel like I was still getting 30 kills, male kills per hour, which is 60 normal kills per hour, which is perfect, better than most people. Now I'm on 7. I feel like I get a little bit more kills per hour, but I also get jumpers every now and then. I've only ever had 1 pair jump at once, so maybe 6 is the perfect spot with no jumpers and like good speed. But you'd have to like mess around with that. I definitely wouldn't go over 7 though. There's 100 male moose, I think, and you have 55 twos. I mean, you'd probably want to get like 80 level 2s and then shoot 19 to like 20, maybe even less. But it's definitely like a good start. If they're all solo level 2s, then I'm pretty sure that means every one of your solos are probably level 2s. But yeah, I mean that's a good amount of level 2s. I would just say start and then set up how you normally would HM and try to get all of them to level 2s that you aren't shooting. I added 3 and I clicked 2 times, bro. What? But yeah, I don't know if you guys read the title, but there's a short stream, so it'll probably be only like 2 hours live. Maybe an hour and a half even. Cork, are you gonna try to put your lodge up for KC today? And see if it crashes 2,000 times? Maybe today's the day. Well, getting all ones on any species that isn't like boar or like whitetail or pheasant, for example, probably isn't possible. Like, I mean, mule deer it could be. And like foxes on saws, there's a chance that it could be because there's not very many of them. But yeah, like for moose, I only have 2. That should be Buck, but are you getting consistent respawn shooting 9 only? I mean, if you're only shooting 9, your HM should be better than mine because you have more that you can shoot down. I feel like I only have like 5 moose level 1s, and I feel like the moose level 1s are way more common than the fallow, for example. It's the mule deer like the only ones that are like actually, you know, maybe possible, but even then, probably not. Surprisingly, I feel like the predators might be possible to get level 1s on. Like, bear and fox, I feel like it's definitely not impossible to get all level 1s. It would just be, like, really, really difficult. I mean, as long as you're getting consistent respawns, that's all that matters. But the lower you can go, the better your HM is going to get. Because you're going to have more that are, like, low level. Like, I went down to 3 tigers in my tiger grind, and I feel like my diamond rate's like 1 in 8 now. Like, it dropped by, like, almost an entire 1. I mean, you can definitely get away with leaving some 3s. You know what, MBS? I don't actually think that's possible anymore, but I would absolutely love it just because of how mad it would make a certain, like, group of people. I feel like I had about 20 small 3s, and I was still getting great ones with a decent diamond rate. And I was shooting a lot more than you are, so you should be good. Yeah, I mean, I know it was possible at one point, but I just feel like it's not anymore. Because the stats don't make any sense. Like, when more people start grinding, you think you would see more of them, not less of them. Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. What's up, Jennifer? Yeah, but I didn't have many level 1s either when I first started. I think I had like 2 or 3. I got like 2 more when I shot down the level 3s, but yeah, even with like the first set of HM, I was getting plenty of them. I think I'm on 8. No, not 8, sorry, 10 zones, but like the zone count isn't really that important. It's more so the amount that you're shooting. Like, you just want to have enough zones to like take enough time to get respawns and have enough like males to shoot to like trigger the respawns. Nice 6. I actually got my second super rare red deer the other day. My first one with HM. Like, really surprised it took that long. Yeah, I don't like I don't know if it is or not, but I just feel like somebody that's like, you know, reliable would have gotten one by now with how much people grind with HM now. It's like, it doesn't matter how rare it is, somebody would have gotten one, like live or something. Like as the game goes on, like more people start grinding and the average grind gets shorter. So it's like the amount you would see, I feel like would go up, not fall to basically zero. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they bugged it on like accident or something. Yeah, but they also showed what is it? The pre-Trurak Roosevelts and Blacktail, which aren't in the game anymore either. What's that, 2? Yeah, it looks like a 1, bro. If I shoot this guy, will the others flee? Yeah, that sucks. Oh man, I'm out of ammo. I'm such a bot. I think it's something to do with the initial spawns. Because weirdly, when they, removed the initial spawns or whatnot, I stopped seeing, like, any of them. Before that, you would see them fairly often, actually. Now you only see them on, like, you don't even see them in modded servers. You just see them on, like, random clips, and people have, like, 15 of them in the same herd. I've only got 3 Melamoose ever, Ben. It's, for me, it's way rare, way more rare than the albino, and I've got 0 acros. What's up, Tio? Nothing yet. We just started like 20 minutes ago. I got 4 red deer. 3 were small rack, 1 was big rack. And, a drop tine whitetail. Not really, Cork. Sometimes it's foggy, sometimes it's not. That's kind of all it is. It's not really that bad though. The fog is only bad when I'm like shooting the really far zones. Cause like I can't even see. Oh, I just got them both with the wrong distance. Yeah, I got it as my second one with no HM, then I got one yesterday, which was very surprising. I thought it was a 50-50, the 50-50 drop time actually, because it was so weird. It was like it scored like 420, which I feel like I don't see very often for drop times. It was like really, my other one's like 404 scoring. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the pheasants, I feel like it'll be a lot more easier to like set back up on because you really don't have to. The setup, well, I guess it depends on how you're setting up. Like, if you shoot them out of the air, the setup doesn't really matter. You just put the tent on top of the zones. Yeah. I can show them. I can show them out to this rotation, actually. They're in different lodges, though. I actually don't even remember what lodge I put the other one in. Maybe it was 414 for the other one, but I swear it was 404. I just checked it yesterday. Alright, Zoe. Good luck. In the game or in the chat? The grinder. Okay. I'm gonna tell you here my red deer. I have 10 red deer grinds so far. 1 without HM, 9 without HM. The one without HM took me over 3 years and over 10,000 kills. The ones with HM were 115 kills, 168 kills, 62 kills, 72 kills for 2, 185 kills, 39 kills, 71 kills, and 72 kills. I think HM might matter a little bit, but I'm not too sure. Maybe just a little bit. Because even Cork has like what 1 in 10 diamond rate or something, which is like really good for other stuff. But for red deer, you can push it usually a lot farther, especially on K. And I feel like he got like 3 of them in like 3 days. So I feel like it's not really. I feel like HM really matters for red deer. I don't know how many Cork, how many kills did it take you to get those red deer great ones? It didn't feel like it took very long. Especially because you like were finished HMing them fairly fast and then got all of them. Yeah, literally. No HM. Doesn't matter. Just cheats. I feel like my diamond rate for red deer is probably like 1 in 6 or 1 in 5. It's not even as good as I can make it. Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious that it matters. I feel like the only people that say it doesn't matter are the people that are like bad at it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's basically any chat that isn't KC's will do the same thing. It's weird how the guy that doesn't use HM knows more about it than the people that made it, basically. Yeah, I feel like 2,000 and like 1,000 to 2,000 without HM is pretty good. I feel like 2,000 plus is usually the average. Yeah, so it's not even just me getting the crazy grinds. Like your HM's worse than mine, and it's the grinds are like reflective on that. Like they're a little bit worse in terms of length because that first one, but they're not like they're definitely better than if you weren't HM'd. No, yeah, I mean HM is it's like speculative, right? You can think it is, you can think it's not. The only thing that it matters is the dev said it's okay, which means I'm gonna use it. I don't like it, but I'm gonna use it because it's the only way that I can. It's realistically the only way that I can get every single great one and every single super rare that I want. Like I got 209 great ones and like no, 206 great ones. I don't know where I got 209 from. 206 great ones in like 13 to 14 months of grinding. I feel like I could grind and play this game for 10 years, like 8 to 12 hours a day and not get 200 plus great ones with it, no HM. I probably wouldn't even get 100 in that amount of time. Hold up. You can leave small threes for moose. Like I said, for me, it didn't increase the great one rate when I shot them, but the diamond rate went way better. Yeah, but fallow, I feel like, is the one that you can get away with. What's up, Logan? It's like my HM in the beginning on fallow wasn't very good, and I was still getting them fairly fast. I mean, it was like 1 in 25 kills, which is like, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's like the starting level. Like, well, from other stuff, it's pretty good, but for fallow, that's like the starting level of HM. See if I can remember where I put this drop time. Here he is. He's a lot goofy. It's the kind of the angle that makes him. Hold on, let me put him on a full body. He's a lot worse when you get him on like an actual mount. Like he's definitely drooping a little bit on the other side. But yeah, the other one's my main lodge. I'm gonna go show that one in a second. Where did I even have this guy before? I don't think it matters. Yeah, I thought it was a 50-50 because I saw him from the side and I thought like, oh, one side's a lot higher than other. I thought it was a clustered uptime. Yeah, here's the main room in the second lodge, guys. We got a lot of silver spoon fallows, a lot of random whitetails, and then red winter mount. What's up, Hunter 22? I will in a bit, Cork. I didn't want to go straight into the main lodge because I'd have to mute the stream for a second because of how like loud it is. Mason Wood. I don't. I'm sorry, brother. I don't think I remember you actually, unless you changed your name. Oh, welcome back, Hunter. What's up, Brandon? Well, I have 8 pairs on my island, but it's like, kind of hard to like determine. No, sorry, 7. Where did I get 8 from? I don't know. But yeah, I have 7, and I feel like it's hard to like judge how many you get per rotation because like sometimes you'll kill the same one multiple times. Mine's been kind of like that as well, but like the longer grinds for me are like 800. I've gotten a few 800 kills on Whitetail. I mean, all my non-HM ones were over 1,000. Yeah, so it's not even that long. Uh-oh. No respawns. Yeah, so it's kind of my fault. I did, like, forget to wait a bit before I closed the rotation. I should have waited, like, 5 minutes and then went to the lodge. Yeah, most of mine are like, around 100 to 300. I don't really get that many sub 100 whitetails. I think I've got, like, 4. Wait, let me check. I've got 3. Well, this zone's got 1 males. Maybe did I just forget to come to this zone last time? And that's why I didn't get respawns. I should have a 1 in here. Yeah, that's like... There's a little bit... Like, that's the type of, you know, ones I want in every zone. But there's some ones that go a little bit smaller than them. I think I have 1 in this zone, but I don't think that zone's going to be there. Yeah, he's a good player, Mix. I like that guy. He's got a lot of great ones, and he streams like every day. I'm pretty sure he should have a lot more viewers than he does. Yeah, I think I had 1 that was 60 and 1 that was 30, and then 1 that was 88. And 19. 19 buck. This will be number 20 if he shows up today. I feel like I should get a short grind. I mean, my last few were short, and then I got hit with the random, like, 600 kill grind, and then I feel like I should go back to, like, 200s. Nice, Brandon. You got the 2 best furs. Yeah, see, this zone doesn't have anything either. Maybe we can go shoot some more geese and get another rare goose. Yeah, see, like, that level ones are the ones that are a bit big, and I kind of want to get him, but he's also small weight estimate, so might as well keep him. Like, I want to get all of them to look like these guys. There's one that's a little bit smaller than them, but I actually don't remember where I have one at. Like, use it. I might even have one. Like, that one's, like, reserved for, like, the super minimum weights. Depends on the map, Snowbell. Probably on, if I'm assuming Tearoa, probably 80. I feel like everybody that I've talked to has said it has 80 exactly. At least when they're all respawned. Yeah, Whitetail is really fun when the grind works. I got males here. Yeah, there's another one of those ones, but like, I don't have all day to be shooting them down, and I feel like the diamond rate's good enough. I only need an albino super rare for Whitetail as well. Dude, are you serious? I hate when they do that, bro. Like, how has that not been fixed? Like, the random teleporting Whitetail? I swear, like, it's moose and Whitetail. The other ones don't do that much. Like, very rarely fallow do, I guess, but... Whitetail do it, like, every zone, bro. Rarely. Very rarely. Jennifer, I only shoot them when I need respawns for Whitetail, and like I shoot the geese more. Sometimes I'll shoot like these guys flying away, but I'm not gonna shoot the female capercaillies. I'm more interested in like the hazel grouse and like the ptarmigan. Wait, your diamond rate isn't 1 in 10 with all ones? There's got to be a problem there then. Because even before, when mine was worse with like with a few big twos, well not big twos, but like a few small twos and a lot of really big ones, mine was still like 1 in 10. Oh. Maybe that's why. I mean, I feel like the 3 great ones would help you shoot stuff down a lot faster, but maybe not. And you got 4 super rares? That's crazy. Brandon, nice, dude. What's up, Falcon Snipes? How you doing, bro? I feel like removing this zone. This zone is so inconsistent, but I also feel like it's the 3 does. I feel like 3 does make stuff inconsistent. But I've also got 2 great ones there, so I kind of want to keep it. And I don't feel like shooting one of the does to see if that makes it more consistent, because then it's just going to fucking bounce to a different zone. It could also just be no respawns in general. It's always a possibility with Whitetail. Now I got respawns here. I get a lot of 1s also in my main zones, but that's like not when stacking. I just get them in general. Yeah, I don't even know why I tried to shoot that guy with the right gun. It doesn't matter if he's max. Not too far. Hopefully you get him soon. That guy scored that high? I thought he was gonna score like 210. It was like super tiny. If you're not missing any respawns, maybe those are just like stuff you missed when shooting down the map. I mean, it's definitely possible. Like, you could have like 2 herds that are using the same zone and only 1 show up a lot of the time. There's another one of those 1s I should shoot down. Oh, there's one of the super spike guys. That's the kind of stuff that you want everywhere, but it's like, I don't even know if it's possible to get that many of them. Like, that dude is like, can't even see his antlers, bro. Like, that's the dream, having those everywhere, but I feel like those are kind of rare. I think I have probably like 10 of them, but that's not very many. 275.53 is the max now. They just show up as 275.5 in game. They used to be like, what, like 290 or something? Like the old ones. Like, you can definitely see them higher than that if they're from like 5 years ago. Well, good luck, Shotgun. Hopefully you find something cool, bro. I mean, the Frostbite's like, it's got like a lot of weird coloring on it, so yeah, it's probably pretty hard. There's like 200 whitetail on the map. You probably have more than 2 of those little tiny spike guys, like the super tiny. They might even be able to go smaller than that, but those are probably like the minimum weights. If I have to guess. I'm not gonna shoot him to find out. I'm not playing that kind of game. But if I had to make a guess, it'd probably be the minimum weight ones, so just those ones. Nice, Brendan. I like the Spirit. I'm not big on the chestnut, but Spirit is definitely cool. Yeah, I probably have maybe more than that. That's just a guess. Like, I know I have like at least 3 or 4 because I've seen them. My diamond rate's not even really that good. It's just very inconsistent, but it's always been like that. Like every diamond rate's inconsistent though for me, except for like for the predators. Like all the deers, I'll go like 5 rotations, sometimes no diamonds, and I'll just get like 100 in 1 rotation. Nice, bro. Hopefully you find one. I don't know, Whitetail's weird. Like, I feel like mine should be better than it is. Like, I feel like my HM on Whitetail, it definitely took longer than fallow, but there's like a lot more of them, and even then, like, scaling, I feel like it's still better than fallow, but the diamond rate's like definitely not as good as fallow. Yeah, I did that earlier. Not like on this grind specifically, but I did it on the last level of HM. Or like I shot the 2s and a few of the 1s. Like 1 and 6 or 7. Tiger. No, I definitely shouldn't. Whitetail just sucks though. Everything about the Great One is like super inconsistent. This one just does not want to show up, bro. Alright, Brandon. I'm not trolling, guys. My actual dime rate on Fox. Yeah, you gotta get him to 3s on Souls. You might be able to get away with a few 4s, but definitely 3s for the most part. I thought about even going to 2. I feel like you could get them to 2s. Realistically, it would just take a while, and I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, you could technically probably go to 1s on Foxes. Like, you see them fairly often. What? Nice, Hook. You might get your Great One in 10,000 kills. Good luck, bro. No, yeah, if you're on Emerald Coast, you can definitely leave 4s. I feel like HMing Emerald Coast is like pointless though, dude. It's gonna take so long. You're better off on like Scotland if you're gonna do like a bigger map. But a lot of people are doing Red Deer on Scotland, so I know it's not gonna be a possibility for everyone. I did at one point, but not anymore. Like when I killed the 3s for Vallow and for Moose, it didn't really do much to the Great One rate. It just made the diamond rate a lot better. Yeah, I feel like It should be decent. I feel like Emerald Coast just sucks if you're doing HM. But hopefully you still hope you get him. That'd be kind of cool. Having a really HM'd Emerald Coast would be kind of sick. You know what's crazy? There is definitely like no hate or anything, or no flame, because they're probably new players, but there is definitely somebody out there that watched a guide video on how to grind like with HM, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna start Whitetail, and they see them like somebody say like, you want to leave the small 3s and 2s, like using fallow for example, and they leave the small 3s and 2s for Whitetail and wonder why their diamonds come every 700 kills. Like there has to be somebody out there that did that, that's like new to the game, which is unfortunate, but that's just uh like the poor wording of the guides. Is there even any Emerald Coast Fox guides? I know there's like some 5 or 6 lake method, but like I never actually did that. I did the 2 lake method and it was consistent for a while, then became shit. So I just moved to Souls, and it was the best choice I ever made in this game. But I feel like Scotland, on the other hand, would be hella easy to HM. There's so many foxes um there's so many foxes in Scotland that if you go to all 4s, your diamond rate would probably be insane still, and it doesn't seem that hard. Yeah, bro, I killed like 100 feral goats the other day. Where the fuck's my great one, bro? Looking back at it, I'm actually kind of glad there was no feral goat great one, because holy shit, the fucking lakes on Emerald Coast are so bad. Like, it's so easy to HM. Mine's basically fully HM'd already in like 2 days, but holy fuck, it is so bad. The areas that they spawn at are terrible, and like they bounce so much. Pretty much, Buck, but like my 10 placement's not very good. I mean, I get 10 males per rotation um on Souls as well. That guy tried to bait me into shooting him, dude. He was using the fucking little one as a bodyguard. What an asshole. This one's doing the same thing. He pushed him out of there, you dickhead, man. Like, I hate these little whitetail, bro. I actually hate them more than the fucking fallow does. Like, I was stuck and I was waiting for him to get unstuck, and the fucker pushed him out. Are you serious? He literally came up and helped him. For feral goat, no, the visibility is amazing on the lakes. The problem is the rivers. They drink like 3 lakes. It's actually like very good, the lake visibility on EC. At least for like the ones that feral goat are on. For the other ones, I don't know about that. Yeah, mine do that a lot of areas too, Buck. I just shoot them when they're on the run. There's a spawn trap for foxes on Scotland though, isn't there? With 4 lakes, and it works really well. I was thinking about testing that with no HM. See how it goes, but I don't want to move all my tents. And the thing about a no HM fox grind is just to swap them around, which is really annoying. It's like doing no HM fox is kind of pointless because I have the great ones. I just need a super rare. feel like don't the lakes on Yukon hold fox as well? But like, I feel like if you're gonna do any of those like lake methods or whatever, where you grind like 3 or 4 lakes, I feel like Emerald is just the best option. Like if you're doing HM, the best option is always gonna be Salswezen, and I feel like the second best now is probably Scotland. What's up, Hawk? Nice. Yeah, I ended up getting every combo for Fallow and at least one of every super rare fur, but I didn't get every single rack for every single super rare, sadly. I'm not gonna go back for that either. That's cancer, bro. I don't know how people like for Whitetail it's probably possible because I feel like the racks and like for Whitetail are pretty even, but I feel like with my diamond rate on Fallow, I just get max weights every time, so they're always gonna be either the 50-50 or the big rack. Which rack did you get on your your albino super rare? Okay. That one actually took me longer to get than any of the great ones, surprisingly. Red Deer is grindable on EC for sure. But Fallow, I mean, it's doable, but it's probably not good. It's probably like one of your last choices. I mean, the Red Deer one is probably one of your last choices as well, but it's still not bad. Nice. Yeah, mine have all been max weight recently as well, Cork. I used to only get the tiny ones for the piebald, but then the only one that I got every single variation for was the white piebald. I got the small, mid, and big rack for the white piebald. For the brown piebald, I only got the small rack. Like fucking 5 of them. And then for the Mela, I got the 50-50 only, and the Whitetail, I got the big rack. Probably not, Buck. I don't really like grind anything on harder maps like that, unless I absolutely have to. Especially for something that I already have. What the fuck? There's so many deer here, bro. I wouldn't go off the estimate, go off the rack. If it looks like twigs, then leave it. If it's got like a full, like, what are they, like palms are they called or whatever? Paddles, like if they have those, don't leave them. But if it just looks like 3 like twigs glued together on each side, then leave that. If you see one in game, you'll know exactly what I mean. Like if it's like 2 different racks, or like basically just looks like 3 sticks tied together on each side. Those are the ones to leave. Yeah, you basically don't want to leave any that have paddles or like anything, any full like antlers. If you can't see through their antlers, then it's too big. If I was on Emerald, or not Emerald, if I was on ASCII, I'd show you an example, but... Yeah, like, like if you think of a moose in your head, right? Like, the antlers are, like, full in together, right? And if you were to, like, hold them up in front of you, you couldn't see through them, because It's a solid antler. If they look like whitetail antlers, for example, where like you can see through them, those are the ones to leave. They're called like the spider rack, but like the great one's also called the spider rack, so I don't really want to. The stick rack. Yeah, that's what I've also heard people call them. Like the 50/50s and the stick racks are the ones you want to leave, but it's like it's hard to explain what they look like if somebody doesn't know what the names are. They just kind of look like 3 sticks glued together on each side. See, my diamond rate has just randomly like kind of fell off, I'm pretty sure. Like we're getting level 3s, but they're all like small rat trolls. What's up, Burb? I mean, that'll be 5. Well, if this guy makes it, it'll be 4 and 20, which is a 1 and 5, so that's not bad. But yeah, I feel like it's fell off a little bit. I don't know. I stack for everything, but I feel like it's hard to tell if it matters or if you're just getting lucky. No, bro. I have not. Should be getting one soon, though. Unless I got 2 back-to-back longer whitetail grinds, which definitely can happen. I feel like the ones that have small populations really matter. So, like, fallow, black bear, fox, on Saul specifically. Like those kind of ones. Wild boar as well. Like if you get a wild boar great one when you're first setting up and you stack him, dude, it's like a cheat code almost. It's so easy. Fortunately, I didn't get that luxury, but mine managed on pretty fast anyway. Yeah. I mean, most people probably only go for one, because, I mean, it's not a very good grade one, to be honest. I don't think everybody's trying to get every single grade one variation. Yo, Clark, if you're here, are you doing that now too, bro? Are you gonna try to get every, like, variation? Are you gonna go for, like, all 6 bears and stuff as well? And then, like, all 9 foxes? I don't see many people doing that. I feel like once you do it for one species, you kind of gotta go for all of them. Well, I'm not gonna go for every combo, right? Like, that'll take too long, like I did for fallow. It's just the one that I wanted for fallow kind of took too long. That was literally the last one I needed, so that's why I did it. But for moose, I think I have 15. I'm missing 11 or 10 combos, so I have more than half of them. But the problem is, most of the ones I'm missing now are the harder ones. Like, I'm missing the 50/50 oak. I'm missing the typical oak, the typical birch, the typical two-tone, which is my favorite combo. I am missing the big rack two-tone, the big rack ashen, the spider oak, the quad paddle speckled, the quad paddle birch, and the quad paddle ashen. So I'm missing 10. Yeah, I mean, just like get every possible rack and fur. So like for the fallow, just get the Irish elk, the silver, or the Irish elk, the saw, the typical, the spoon, and then like all the furs. That's what I wanted to do originally, but it just took me literally every combo to get my favorite one. I hope that doesn't happen on moose. Like my next moose combo is the two-tone typical. I'm probably not gonna touch it for a while. Like I'd like to get the oak Like, I want the oak 50/50 and the two-tone typical, but I couldn't really care about the other stuff. You'll never believe the 200th great one was the Irish Elk Mocha. But that was a while ago. Since then, I've gotten like 4 or 5 red deer and then a whitetail yesterday. The red deer are like super fast though. I don't even know. They shouldn't even count as great ones, bro. Oh, welcome, Red. How have you been? I want the oak typical too. Like, I'm not gonna be if I see an oak typical as my next moose, I'm not gonna be like, ah, damn, I really wanted the two-tone instead. I'm like, damn, that's, you know what, that's a good combo. But it's like, I would rather have the two-tone, but I'm not gonna say no to good combos. Same with the birch typical. Like, I'm not gonna hate on any of the 3 typicals that I'm missing. I also wouldn't really hate on the big rack two-tone. Like, the big rack ashen would be like kind of like, I don't really want that, but I would take it. The spider oak, I'd be like, I don't want that either, but like, I don't have it, so it's better than like a spruce spider rack. It's basically just the typicals and then the 50/50 oak that I want. I've been pretty good. It's good to hear. Yeah, I don't mind the oak. The oak's probably my 3rd favorite fur. Speckled and two-tone are definitely number 1 and 2. I feel like I still like two-tone the most, but I could easily see myself leaning more toward speckled. Because I don't know what it is about the speckled. It just looks so good. Like, with the typical rack and the big rack, and obviously the 50/50, it just looks amazing. Like, I could see the two-tone typical be my favorite overall combo, but me liking the speckled more. Because the speckled with the spider rack looks amazing as well. It's really only just the quad paddle that it sucks with. But the two-tone is kind of good with the quad paddle. Nah, none of them are really that bad, but spruce and ashen are definitely the bottom 2. The half tar is not... The half tar is infinitely worse than the two-tone moose. The color doesn't make that much sense on the tar, and it's like backwards. Like, the black is on toward like the face of the tar, whereas the moose, it's the other way around. I feel like the speckled kind of just looks exactly like the two-tone, but it's like slightly different. I just don't know if it's better or worse. Oh, oh. That guy's wide as fuck, though. At least it's not the cluster. At least it's not the cluster. I'm not gonna complain because it could be a 640. He looks pretty big. I have a 640 already, but he doesn't. He looks quite big. I don't know if I've ever actually seen one that wide. It could just be the angle. What's up, Callum? Yeah, I do have the typical. You know, funny enough, my first ever whitetail great one was a 640 big rack without HM. How am I even gonna shoot him? He's like in such a shit position. Okay, should we stack him and manage down the level 1s to all spikes? And not shoot another whitetail for 10 years? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely they'd be better than the other. Dude, that guy is like really wide, no? Is he like, is he gonna be like whatever the max possible score for them is? Because I swear I've never seen one that wide. It could also just be literally a 635, which would kind of suck, but I swear I've gotten like many that scored 635 and they're not that big. Oh, now you move. I gotta be careful because the whitetails suck, dude. With the spining of them. And with that positioning, actually a good shot. Oh, hopefully he's bigger. As long as he's bigger than 6'4", whatever. As long as he's bigger than the one I have. Come on. Ooh! Oh my god, that's fucking huge. Wait, is that Max? Wait, this guy's massive, massive. I didn't think he'd be that big. Okay, these are the big racks we're not gonna complain about. Give me these, I don't mind. Let's go, that's actually sick. Hold up. Let me update everything. Yeah, hold on, let me check something real quick. Yeah, it is. Because I didn't... That seems a lot bigger than I've seen most of them. What is rule number 2? Okay, I don't think it's max, but it's very close. It is definitely my biggest one, that's all I care about. But you know you want to step forward. Come on, bro. Nope. That guy's like stubborn, bro. Let me update the great one kills. Okay, now if you're gonna give me a big rack, give me a tiny one. Give me like a 590 scoring one. I swear I've seen them go that low. I usually do stand up for stuff like that. I don't know why. What's up, Brian? Oh, they definitely can, and they look cool as fuck. I don't know what the lowest one I've seen is, but I know I've seen them lower than 5. I've seen them in the 590s. I've seen one in a lodge tour in the 590s. So somebody in the chat has one that's in the 590s. I don't remember who it was, though. Oh, you didn't have... You could have got stuck, bro. Would have been awesome. Yeah, so I don't think mine is max. I think the biggest I've seen them in is like it's fixed 43 like 0.7 or something like that. What it was. But yeah, I just want one that's big. And that one's a lot bigger than the one that I have. Like I increased my personal best by 3 entire points, so I will definitely not say no to that. And like I'm pretty sure I'll get a max scoring one eventually once I keep doing Whitetail, because I hate to be like pessimistic or whatever it's called, but I'm not getting the 350-50 racks I need entirely like very soon. It's gonna probably take me I'll probably have 80 Great One Whitetail before I get all of them. Ah, fuck, I'm counting up the wrong counter. Yeah, I need drop time cluster, blade short, and blade typical. I don't really want the other two, I just want the blade typical, but like there's 4 50-50 racks, so I gotta get all of them. Yep. Unlucky timing, shotgun. Yeah, I don't really have reactions unless I'm streaming. If I'm streaming and I get something cool, I don't want to like say I'm faking a reaction, but it's not 100% genuine half the time. The only one that was the 50-50 moose. That's not terrible. I mean, that was number 20, and I still need 3 50-50s. And that's counting me getting really, really lucky with the typical and the drop tine in the first 3, which I'm assuming are the 2 full racks you're missing because they're quite rare. Like, the typical is rare because of the weight required. There's like the tiniest weight bracket that you have to hit perfectly for it to be the typical. And then like the short and the drop tine are also rare, but they're not like that. There is a level of HM that you could get where you could probably consistently get the typical. You just have to figure out. It would take like millions of kills to figure out, right? But there's definitely like a possibility. And it would probably have to be like, it would be like reverse HM. You'd have to like stack your exteriors with level 3s and stuff to get it to where when you pop the Great One, it's consistently small. Oh, you need the drop time in the short. Okay. That makes more sense. The short rack was the last full rack I needed to get. And I think I got it at number like 12 or 13. But yeah, like so yeah, then you should be good. It's just those 2 racks are kind of rare, especially if you have good HM. You seem to pop the big ones every now and then. Well, not every now and then. You seem to get the big ones like every other time. Yes, Calvin, you missed a big rack Whitetail. Pretty big one too. Not quite the biggest they go, but bigger than any of the ones I had, so I'll take it. Well, this one hasn't had a buck in like 50 fucking rotations. I know it's because of the 3 does, but I'm not gonna try to force something that I know will work eventually anyway. And end up breaking it. I don't know, the drop time is definitely rare. It's not a common one, but I've got 2. One with no HM, one with crazy HM, so I feel like you should be fine. I see a lot of people get it as well. Like the short rack and the drop time seem to be like every like 10 Maybe like 10 to 15, you'll see one of them. I mean, you got the typical. That's like the one that would usually take the longest. Yeah. I think it was the last one was 128 kills. That's because their HM is so, like, perfectly bad that they get the small ones every time. Like the blade, or not the small ones, right? Like the really good ones, but like the blade rack and like under. Like, I know so many people that get the 50-50s, like, so consistently, and I'm, like, actually kind of jealous. But then again, like, it probably takes them 10 times as long to get the great one on average. Like, I thought about setting up a non-HM grind to try to get the 50-50s, because they seem to pop more consistently when you're not HM'd. But I don't want to risk taking 10,000 kills for one great one, for it to be the not one of the ones I need, when I could have gotten 100 great ones in that, and those 10,000 kills HM'd, and just take the, you know, the risk that maybe one or two will be the ones that I need. Like, that makes more sense for me. How did I not get penetration on either of those? What? With the 300? I used to really like the blade rack, but now I don't like it too much. It's probably my second least favorite, actually. But I don't know, it could be my least favorite, because at least the thing about the cluster rack is if you get one of the really wide looking ones that are like 450s, it's amazing. Nice, bro. That's a good one. What's up, Dawson? How you doing, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah, I need that 50-50 crown. The crown drop time one. That one's not really that rare, I don't think. I see a lot of people get that one, but I don't know. For me, it's the fucking rare than the typical. Usually I stream longer, but today I'm probably gonna only go for another 30 minutes. Only gonna be like a 2-hour stream today. Usually I do like 4. Yeah, all my clusters are really weird. I have a tiny one. I have one that's worth 399. Which is very... I rarely see them under 400. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. I wasn't even gonna go live today. I honestly forgot that it was Monday. But, yeah, I just went live a little bit. I guess 2 hours is better than 0. It was worth it. I got a fucking pretty cool looking big rack. Nice, Dawson. What are you hunting for on there? I got the typical short, which is my favorite one, actually. I think it's one of the rarer ones. I feel like the blade typical is the one I see the least of, though. Oh, nice, bro. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get some cool whitetails. Yep, I'm doing it on Reventuli Coast, though, and I'm doing a great one grind. It's a little bit different. It's not like I'm going, not really the same as going around and just looking for whitetail. And I'm herd managed, so like all mine are gonna be big, so it's kind of like misleading in a way. Nice, bro. Hopefully it's a giant one, dude. Alright, shotgun. My favorite one I ever got was probably my Licorice Fox. You know, that or like the 50/50 Moose. I don't know. It's like the Licorice Fox is my favorite one, but it's like, it's not really that rare, right? It's just a fox. Whereas like the 50/50 Moose is pretty rare. Especially the speckled. Nice, Dawson. Let's go, dude. What is score, man? Is he big or is he small? Either way, a diamond's a diamond. Yeah. It's only oak and speckled, and you'll see like one speckled for every like 10 oaks you see, and the oak is already like just as rare as like a typical whitetail, in my opinion. Like even recently, I've been seeing more 50/50 like moose, but still feel like I very, very, very rarely see the speckled ones. I feel like I forget this zone. What's up, Jinja? Yeah, I got a big rack whitetail. Great one. It's pretty big. It's kind of cool. It's 270.72, but some of them in the harvest manager, like before you place it in the lodge, will show up as 270.73. So the max that you can get them in game is 270.72, but in the trophy manager, some show up as 0.73, which I guess would technically make that the max, but yeah, the most you'll see in game is 0.72. There's only like 3 scoring of the 270s apparently. Apparently it's 270.14, 270.49, and 270.72. There's nothing else. At least that's what I've been told and what I've seen. I've never seen anybody else get a different one, so that's what I'm assuming. It would. That's why I like the two-tone, or the 50/50 speckled. It's the closest you can get to it. I honestly don't want them to add anymore either to like the other furs, because then it's going to make it less rare. Like even if they don't make it spawn more, just having it on every other fur will make the chances of it happen so much like more. That's good, bro. Wait, so it's going pretty fast for you? That's nice to hear. That's a fucking wonky looking deer. I'm not a big fan of that, actually. Because the only ones that they would add them to would be whitetail and red deer, and I feel like that would ruin both of them. I feel like they should add some new red deer racks, maybe. But for whitetail, I feel like everything's fine. No, the level 1s aren't very rare. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them. But yeah, they shoot down really fast, surprisingly. Like the Fox HM is like the most like fake thing in the game, dude. People act like it's so hard. Like it's not at all. What's up, Smixy? What's up, Brandon? Welcome back, bro. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? I mean, yeah, using 5 people helps it go pretty fast. But you actually have to get it managed when using 5 people. Yeah, I'm not like a big fan of the adding. Like, I feel like if they add first the whitetail, it would make them look like shit. Like, I feel like the fact that they're like the default furs with just cool racks is like what makes them unique. And like the red deer is like really realistic, but it's like I wouldn't mind some new racks for the red deer. But as for furs, I think it's fine. Maybe they can add like a dark version of the red deer. Something like that. That's about it. Wait, the dogs and the Sims can fight? Who fucking made the game? Michael Vick? What? I didn't know that. That sounds kind of fucked up. Which one won the fight? A bear. No way. Oh, that doesn't seem very friendly. That's good, Ginger. Yeah, I always thought the Fox was fairly easy to HM, actually. I think that people just, like, make it sound way harder than it actually is. Yeah, that's probably before most of their time, Ben. I'm not gonna lie. People were probably like under the age of like 15. What's up, Hunter? How you doing, bro? That bear spawned in the same spot. I just killed them like a week ago, and I didn't even notice they spawned in like the same spot. My respawns are just like gone. Wait, what, Cork? Maybe I'm on top chat. Did you say something else? Yeah, you did. My bad. I actually don't think it matters what gender you shoot out of the pair first. You just gotta shoot one of them, then claim it. And then, you know, leave the game and do whatever you got to do to get them to come back, and then just do it as you would do bears. Yeah, Ginger, the more you shoot them out of the worse your HM's gonna get, because you're gonna have less males that are low level to like counterbalance the ones on the island, right? I have 32 males on my Saul's Reason, and it works fine, but I've got a lot of ones and twos, so I'd feel like there's probably like 35 or 40 males normally. But I don't feel like I shot 8 though. I feel like I only shot like 3. You just gotta make sure, to be honest, the only ones that I would shoot the male out of is the ones that are mythicals and legendaries. So I would keep those alive until like the very end. Just basically use them as like an extra stack, and then once everything else is shot down, just shoot the male and then go on. Yeah, I have a typical whitetail. Only one, sadly. But I actually don't need any more than one, so don't know why I said sadly. These respawns are not respawning. I have a jumper somewhere holding them all hostage. I'm actually doing decent for money. The red deer gained me a little bit back. I haven't lost any money on whitetail. I just haven't gained any. I mean, you should probably only have like an 8. Like the 8s are pretty rare as initial spawns on Sauls because the amount of them. Like most of them are gonna be like 4s and 5s. That's up to you for the 8s, but definitely the 9s. But I would only make sure they're like in a pair before you do that, because it's a solo, obviously you want to get it out of there fast. Where are my respawns? Oh, there's some respawns. That's a big level too. At least one of them made it. There's one buck here. Oh, there's two. Where'd that guy come from? Yeah, I don't. Mine have been. Might have been like that before. Moose are a weird species. Like, I feel like I've went like 80 kills without getting a diamond on moose, then get like 5 300 pluses in one rotation. It was a big rack, Kyle. It was a pretty big one though, so I'm not really mad about it. It's bigger than any of the other ones I had. I need 3 of the 50/50s. I need the drop time cluster, the blade typical, and the blade short. Obviously, I wouldn't mind some more typicals just to... I feel like having a huddle whitetail have typicals would be kind of funny. Okay, this is the last rotation, unfortunately. I did say short stream today. Also, my bad, guys. I was on, like, top chat for, like, the first hour and, like, a half of the stream. So if you sent a message earlier on in the stream and I didn't read it, that's why. I mean, there's ranges like that on every map, Buck, but I'm not like sure of them for the moose. So the area you're in might be in like an area where they're like always consistent like that. I don't know, Ben. I'm gonna go with the spruce big rack. I think you're gonna get a decent combo, but like not the best one. You're due a somewhat decent combo because you've only got spiders and quad paddles in like what, 7 moose or something like that. Nice, Johnny. That's awesome. Which map did you use? I'm assuming I said that in like the original message, but it's been a few days. It's been like 4 or 5 days since I streamed, so don't remember everything 100%. But that's awesome. Ready? Get your red deer. Nice. That's the same one I use. I was assuming it'd be that. I know a lot of people are doing it on Scotland now as well. What's up, fishing? How you doing, bro? I'm doing pretty good. For red deer, I would say yeah, Buck. From what I've seen, it's very good. Not for the other stuff. I mean, some of the great ones it's good, but for red deer specifically, it is very good. I feel like the HM you can get um on KRO is probably a little bit better, but the zones are probably better on Scotland. Nice fishing. Are you stacking the males in your main zones then for the solos, or are you just gonna like deal with the solos the normal way and just shoot them until they go down? Like stacking doesn't make it instantly shoot them down, but it definitely helps somewhat. Appreciate it, Yanni. You too. What's up, Witterson? Okay, yeah. No, that's good. Hopefully you get your diamond rate pretty good and you can end up getting a bunch of great ones. I know I responded to your comment on my video, and explaining HM through the comments is a little bit harder. So I hope you could understand everything pretty well. Yeah, the solos is always the most annoying part about them. Managing the herds is pretty easy, especially on mule deer and like fallow deer where there's not very many of them. It's always the solos that are the problem, and there's quite a lot of mule deer male solos. There's like 40 or something on ASCII. And a lot of them hide inside of your main zones, which are the most annoying part. So you gotta be really careful what you shoot in your main zones. Alright, is this for moose or Or what, Buck? And you were talking about moose before. Yeah, I mean, the last three you can maybe be a little bit more, like, stingy with, but I know you're trying to go to all twos. That's not bad. The amount of solos, like, the amount that you stack is kind of, like, it's different for every person because, like, it's going to take more and less for certain people to shoot down it because at the end of the day, it's RNG what shoots down. For the most part, yeah, but like the long grinds and the short grinds are like gonna be different for every person. Like for me, a pheasant long grind's like 500 or 600 kills, and then for a short grind, it's like 100. I feel like the pheasants are pretty patterned like that. Like you could easily no HM, pick a random map and go and shoot like 100 pheasants and get a great one. I feel like it's way more likely on pheasant than anything else. But the thing about non-HM pheasants is it feels like you either get them in 100 kills or it takes you 10,000. There's like not money in between. These respawns are awful. I don't Kraken up, bro. I know you get the stream muted, but I won't be here when you get back because I'm finishing up this rotation and that's probably the last one. Nice, so that's not too bad. Hopefully you spawn him soon though. Getting up there in kills, but still not at a really bad level yet. Nice, Mason. I got one earlier too, but it was actually a really big one, so I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, probably normal time tomorrow. Like I'll start like 30 minutes after I started today. Oh, if you're shooting 20 pheasants on Sol Season, yeah, your HM's gonna suck. I'm sorry, but you gotta bring it down because there's only like what 40 or 50 male pheasants on Sol, something like that. It's like very very low, so you're shooting half of your pheasants. So you gotta rotate on like probably maybe 15 tops, which is why Sols is pretty bad for HM. I would try to shoot them. I would try to lower your pheasants down to like 15 and see if that fixes anything. If not, then you might have to move maps for good HM. Yeah, Mason. Mine was 643, dude. It was like nearly max. It's huge. It just depends on how many you can get. You take to get respawns. Like if you can get respawns in 10 pheasants, bro, do 10, and then your HM will be good. But I would finish it up and then switch maps, to be honest. Because if it's a long grind, you might get into a short one. Or like maybe you can Like I said, try to drop it down to 15 or even 12 or 10, whatever works for like respawns, and then see what's going on. I feel like Quattro is the best for HMing them. I don't know about normal hunting them. Normal is by Sauls. All right. Yeah, solos are definitely hard to find on Sauls or on Quattro. That's what took me the longest to shoot them down, was finding them. But it's pretty easy if you know where to look. And it's like a lot of them are probably gonna be level 1 to begin with. Nothing. Alright, well, I said I'd show my main lodge to show the other drop time, so I'll do that. But yeah, then I gotta go. It does. It's this one, right? Yeah, this one is the drop time. 4079. Well, yeah, there is the albino pine marten right there. But nobody's gonna know what it scores. Bro, my moose keeps dying in a different position, bro. He switches every time. And there's the hollow, so just for you on the wall. This multi-mount has got to go soon. Sadly, it's taking up too much space. Maybe these ones too. Maybe these guys gotta go on the wall. Well, I'm just saying there was a level 5 albino pine marten on my map. Not an initial spawn. It spawned in after however many I killed, probably like 1,000 to 1,500. And nobody other than Cork and maybe Thrill knows what it scored. There he is. Look at him. Dude, it took me so long to get a diamond. I mean, I streamed shooting them like basically 5 hours straight. Probably got like 200 that stream, and then every night off stream for like an hour I was shooting them. It's not that hard to kill very many pine martens. Are people like struggling with that? I mean, I'm assuming if you're on controller, it'd be hella difficult, but for like somebody that plays on like mouse, it's really easy to hit them all the time. Yeah. Took too long to get you. Yes, it was the furry charred acromelanistic. And there's the typical whitetail for anybody asking. What's up, John? Yeah, not for long though. Sadly, we're ending soon. And also, how many people do you guys know that has, boom, that guy right there, super rare melanistic snow leopard? And then come out here to the very beginning. Look, Thrill, this warthog, by the way, still managed to sneak his ass into the fucking lodge. Every time I move him somewhere else and I forget about him, he's always gonna be here. I think he has to be here. And then we got the leucistic super rare. How many people do you guys know that has 2 super rare snow leopards? And a super rare tiger, but the tigers aren't as difficult. I shot them back to back. Yes, it was back to back. It took me like an hour to fucking kill the other guy, dude. He's being annoying. No, it's not. It's not max score. I'll tell you right now, it's not max score or max weight. Regardless of if it made it or trolled, I will say that it's not max. I'm not that lucky. Okay, this room is the only room I dislike so far. This multi-mount is probably gotta go eventually. Even though I really like it, it's gotta go to the second lodge. This one, of all the max boars, gotta go. Probably most of these super rares too have to go. I think you'll stay, because I like you the best out of all of them. And then, like, I like you because you're opposite this guy, which I had to move back here. But I don't really like him at the same time. So I want to free up that, and then, like, this guy and this guy, as cool as they are, and then obviously you all gotta go. Same with you. But the wall, I know it looks amazing, but, like, I need all the extra fucking spots, right? Like, the elks, it's perfect. I know, but where are the... We gotta get a new lodge. Like, they're gonna replaced by great ones eventually. I don't know. I do like it. I am thinking about moving the moose. I swapped the moose and the buffalo. But I'm thinking about bringing... I don't know. If I get a melanistic Rosie, it'll definitely go up here, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna shoot one. Okay, I'll leave the wall until they make a Roosevelt Great One, and then or like Rocky Mountain Elk, then they gotta go because they're not even that rare anymore. No, because if I want one, it's gotta be big. I think you said the one that you had was silver, right? Or like it should be silver because it was kind of small. It's gotta be like big. Like these guys are nearly diamonds. Not quite, but they're up there. I feel like this guy would be a diamond if he wasn't so damn wonky. Like he's like touching almost. Nah, because I'll get a Mela eventually. Like I'll find a random one in multi, because like the amount of people that are like new to the game and they go in Leighton and start up their multiplayer and they like have like unhunted blacktail and rosies because they're so annoying to find would be like so. And then obviously the moose, but yeah, that's basically the lodge. I'll do an updated tour eventually. All these tigers are gonna go now when I get more moose gray ones because yeah, I don't need them anymore unless I get another super rare. I don't like this multi-mount. I will if I get a super rare puma or a super rare blacktail, but I'm not big on this one. And then obviously the bison are all going. Also, I don't know why the fuck these guys keep changing their color. They're supposed to be like this one, and then every time it changes. I don't even know what. I never even bothered the colors with these ones. I just set it then that because they're going eventually. Then got this room. Oh yeah, I got this yesterday when I was hunting whitetail. Whenever my respawns are really bad, I go and shoot geese, and I got probably the rarest goose you can possibly get, which was pretty cool. And then yeah, that's basically. Imagine if these were like these. Imagine, right, if they removed all these fucking useless gun plaques and put like 2 of these little circle plaques in this room because they would easily fit. How much, like even the slightest difference, like that would make so much like of a difference for me, because then I can full body some of my tars. And it's like, why is this not just another one of these, or like at least 3 little plaques like this, right? Why is there nothing on this wall or this wall? Like what? Nobody cares about all these gun mounts. If somebody says they care about these gun mounts, they're lying. Because there's already too many of them. Like here, why are these not more big plaques like this? Nobody cares. No, it is not a super rare, by the way. It was an 8 mythical. And it's like over here. Could easily be some big plaques up here. Like, you know how there's 2 plaques above the door right here? Could easily be 2 here, but no. Got a gun thing. Come on. Don't know why. It's like here. Could easily be a plaque like above the fireplace, right? Like on Spring Creek, right? Nope, we got 2 guns that I don't even use. I just put them up here because they're kind of cool. It's like under here could be 3 little plaques. Same over there, but no, got the guns. Is there even enough guns? If you put one of every DLC gun down, is there even enough to fill every single gun mount? I don't think so, right? And it's like over here could be more little plaques under, obviously. Yeah, I know the outside areas are useless. And even right here, why are there 2 gun things over here instead of just 2 more of these? Like, the amount of difference just 1 or 2 more of these would make is insane, because that instantly makes it to where I can full body both of those TARs, essentially, and then that fills up 2 more wall mounts, which means I can move either my foxes, that would free up this multi-mount over here, so I can put those 2 foxes on the wall, or I could put 2 more boar on the wall, right? Or 2 more wolves. It's like, we don't have to obviously get into like, why the fuck is this not just a room? It's a pool you can't even jump into. That's a cosmetic pool. Like, you can't at least make it to where, you know, I can jump into the pool. But yeah. Anyways, I gotta go now. But yeah, EW, give us a new lodge. Please. It's not that difficult, surely. Everybody wants one. Even Lady Legend was wanting one. Listen to your biggest creators. Come on. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live at a normal time and actually do a normal length stream tomorrow. So yeah. Have a good night. Luck with your grinds, everybody. See you tomorrow.